So hello there everyone, and welcome to something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be taking a quick look at, well, say a quick look, it's a 25-minute video. It's a look at Motorsport Manager 3, which is out on the iOS store, and I'm sure there's other stores, Android, Google Play, whatever other stores that they have these days, what they're called, etc, etc. So yes, this is this is I'm not sure what this recording is going to be like, because this is the first time I've recorded anything on an iPod or mobile device. So yes, it'll be interesting to see if this recording, I'm going to try my best with it, but if there's an issue with anything, where there shouldn't be, but if there is, then you know why. So here we are. I'm going to call it Phoenix Motorsport. More of these. If you wanted me to continue the career, then I will do, but if it's not popular or not requested, then I'm not going to bother, because F1 2018 is so close now. I wouldn't really I'd have to make time to be able to do this, which I could do, but I'd have to rearrange a few things. So yes, this is just a one-off at the moment, just to see how the game goes. Ultimately, you can create your own team, something you're going to be able to do in F1 mobile racing, which this is something that we are testing the waters for as well, because I'll try and because that game is going to be free, so I might as well have a go at it. And then if we get good with that, we'll also have a look at Real Racing 3 of the with the excuse me, with the Formula E, as we are going to change our style. Some of these look actually look quickly nice. It's a shame that there's not more of this create your own team kind of thing in the F1 PC, Xbox and PS4 game, but the mobile game is apparently going to have that. So anyway, here we are on the main screen. It's a little bit different than from the PC version. If you're unfamiliar with this, if the PC version is going Motorsport Manager, you can check out the playlist of Motorsport Manager and have a look at, take a look at that. That's quite a few. The videos are quite from long ago. I haven't done anything really recent on this. I think I did, what was it, March or April or May time that I last did a video on Motorsport Manager. So yes, go and check. You can go and check that out. It's in the playlists that are available in the playlist section of my my channel. But as you can see, we're trying to find a new driver, because our second driver is only 1 star, and we really don't want a 1-star driver. We really need a thing. Okay, so Rachel Noy here, she wants less important position, which means we can give her number 2 status, and then she wants very important wage and contract length next season and signing on fee. How about, let's see, I've only got one patient with a no deal and she's gone, and of course that gets put in the news. So despite the fact, like in real life, Ricardo's deal with Renault was kept a bit quieter, in the game obviously that's not the case. Ultimately, if somebody might let it out, but yes, we'll not go over who awful ones, excuse me. Let's have a look at all the people. There's quite a lot of people which we obviously can't afford just yet. Ultimately, should we were to play the long game on this game, which we could do, then we would look to improve and buy some more players. But most of these are not interested. These 3 2.5, 3 stars. Some of these are unemployed. Lorenzo Mori isn't even. Niza Enrique Lara. So we need to use an influence to be able to convince them that they should sign for us. So we're going to persuade her, Molly Murphy, who has a good. There's a as Gazzetti. She's only 20, so so she's got a good amount of potential to be 3 stars. So number 2 driver. There we go. We've got a new driver. Gunner's out. And we are now down to 4.9. So now that is a stronger lineup. Ultimately, Jackie Arch is going to be number 1. Molly Murphy number 2. And we're first on the grid with our drivers. So the car I know isn't, but our tyre wear is average and our fuel efficiency is poor. And our front wing is just dreadful. So definitely something that if I was to do this if I was to build on this, I'd have to ultimately we need a lead engineer, which we don't actually have. So that's something else. We have to upgrade parts of our HQ to get certain people, and lead engineer is something that we don't have. So we're going to purchase a front wing instead. Put the new car part on Archer's one, but let's take a look. He's got good brakes and good suspension. Okay, so we're going to swap the brakes between them. The reliability is not that good, but the performance is near that. Yes, well, there we go. That's going to be, although Murphy's 141, there we go. Anyway, that is pretty much our first part bought. We'll try and find some more. Let's have a look at our engineers. Okay, we don't have a designer yet, which is fine. We need 5 instruments of filter. So we're gonna reject Marco and Vasilic and signed Magozzi to replace Benson. I think that's going to be the plan. It's going to be a bit more per race, but and then a fan says, who is Erica Magozzi? Well, there we go. In terms of the mechanics, Me Sorensen is actually the better one over what was there before over Robert Ortega. Ricardo Perez isn't as good as, so we're going to reject him and sign Me Sorensen. And she's going to work with Molly Murphy as well, the new driver. So there we go. So our all staff is 8th, but we're improving that all the time. And I'm sure when we get up into the next bit, we can then look to improve on the staff. Should you guys decide that I need to continue with this series? But obviously we're going to continue through until the race weekend. Sponsors now. We are in our little HQ. Here are our sponsors. We've already got Luxina and Wai Chai. They expire at the end of the first race. We've got Shangju, second or above. Bonus point 500,000. But it gives us more influence. And we got two offers. Now upfront payment, and then with Khan, and then e-technology, and Khan actually turned out to be the better deal. So Khan Blanca aren't exactly, but every little helps. So there where they go. And then Maxwell's, well, that's the only thing. Deal length's only 3 races anyway, so the short deals now are fine. I'd prefer to have, though, when we get up to the top end, then we have better deals. So Luxina and One Chai are going to expire, and then we will look at doing stuff there. Public relations team, though, is something we are going to have a look at. I thought about doing a brakes facility or a ride handling centre, or maybe building the staff gym. But to start off with, it's going to be the public relations team. She's going to cost us $1.5 million. So there we go, and they'll be done at the end of the race. So there we go, and now it is time for the Belgian Grand Prix, which is apparently the opening round of this 5-race career. And we're going to go down the middle and check and select One Chai Industries as we arrive here in Ardennes. And it's time for qualifying. Thank you very much, UK Sports Network. We're going to send out Archer now. And this is something new. You have to pick a still car which improves the turbo. But you've got to watch out, because this 0 to 4 thing, it basically means that if you use all of that, you go bust. So we're going to continue. We don't want to do that. And Archer goes out, Nassar and Hawks always go out. And let's have a look at Molly's setup. I'm going to adjust the camera. That's going to take 6 skill cost away. That's might as well. I'll go for that one. We'll go for that one as well. That's a 0. So that, again, there we go. And Sorensen is going well. And we're going to send Murphy out as well. They all go out for 1 lap. So here is Archer. Being on the iPod, of course, it's just the dots rather than being the cars at speed. It's a bit 10-minute qualifier. Let's see how Archer gets. It's going to be sunny the rest of the race. Qualifying, excuse me. Lost the camera, and he's going the fastest. Actually, 8 tenths to Nazar, so that's actually quite a good thing. Murphy goes fastest though, 2 tenths quicker, and ultimately she was quicker than Archer in the first part. We'll send Archer out again. We're also going to send out Murphy. We're going to add these other bits in. We were up to half a second, 69%. At some point, when it gets to be in our car not being so good, we'd have to probably take it a bit risk at a weekend, but that means we could go bust, a bit like when we play the car game 21. As Murphy comes around, Archer does improve to 1, but not close enough. He's now a tenth behind Murphy. Murphy though improves, and means that she takes pole position over Archer. And we of course achieved. We should have gone for second actually. If I'd known that, I would of course put that in. But 300,000 anyway is something that we could build on. And Murphy is on pole. Thank you, Evening Herald. I'm pretty sure that's a real newspaper in Australia. Correct me, but anyway, here's the race. You can see ourselves 1-2, Ravensburg Motorsport 3-4, and then Mello and Nasir are 5-6, with Sharma Hawkins 7th and 8th, Turton and he stays with Watching Kowalski, Murray Sapara, Shinkar Morzorot, Strobel, Hinneman, and Arias and Stanley round out the grid. So, this screen shows. Well, that screen did show the car setup. Showed you on the left-hand side briefly how the parts were green. Obviously, there are some standard parts. We're going to put Archer on super softs, since the fact the relationship with the mechanic means that this is, and move up to attack. The one thing that bugs me is there's no intermediate things like there are on the PC, as put them down to neutral now. Let's start away, and there we go. Yes, so ultimately Murphy on ultra sauce as Thurston sets the fastest lap for some reason. I think that's a bit of a flaw in the game, pushing the fastest to lap 1. But anyway, on to lap 3 now. Last lap by Nasir, who's in 3rd place. And interestingly, the tyre wear on Nasir's car is a lot better, because look at our percentage on the left. We're down to 30% already. We're going to have to pit Murphy already onto a set of soft tyres. And then also have a look. No, car condition is at 63%. That's apparently in the green. So Murphy's going to come in at the end of the lap. Archer is going to continue on his super soft tyres. There's quite a few cars actually in the pits. Soft tyres are on, and Murphy comes out in P14. Meanwhile, Archer now leads from Sharma, then Turton and Farlina with Kokoschki. And then all those soft tyre runners, Sharma actually comes in there, so Murphy moves up position. Going along with Archer splits this. Archer now has just gone below the 30% mark in the PC game. The 30% mark is the deal between when you should pit, otherwise you're going to lose even more pace. I debated about going onto the super soft tyres with Archer, but I decided to play it a bit safe. Archer was in the lead anyway, to go with the soft tyres. Turton is in 2nd place again. Some poor tyre wear from us, but not enough. It's going to be insignificant for Archer really, and he comes out in P6, a long way ahead of Murphy. So Murphy has got into, that's the thing, if you pit early, go onto traffic. So tyre wear is definitely something we've got to focus on during the 3 season, as Murphy Archer now moves up to P4, Murphy P10, Archer up to P3 past Murray, and now Kazawalski and Turton leads Turton is in. That means Kazawarski is leading the race. We're going to try and amend the fuel a little bit because it's down a thing. But low is just so much thing. And just look at that. Just within a space of a couple of corners, you can just gain it back so easily. So we'll just do it with both him, Archer, who takes the lead. Murphy up to P4, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to stay there. Nasir has 34%, so Archer is comfortable for victory. Shamir is surely due a pit stop. Can't do 30%. Well, they might be able to do 30%. But Murphy's tyres are going off down the thing. We might have to hit Murphy at the last minute here. I think I'm not sure I can last 2 laps, to be honest. Nasir is definitely starting to struggle, so but you can see that when they go like 20%, they go orange. They're going to pit Murphy onto a set of super softs. It's going to be annoying for her, I know, but to fall down the positions and probably not. I'll support to score differently in this thing, but she can now push on those super soft tyres and see what positions she can gain. Archer is so far. Nazir, he's got 8%, but the race has ended and Murphy finished P11. We get an achievement unlocked as well. So there we are, P1 and P11. I think next time, should I was to do a second episode, I would try and make sure that we go on a more conservative strategy. But Jackie Archer is your winner for ourselves, Phoenix Motorsport, and we of course have a 6-point advantage in the Teams Championship to Jaguar RT, and then a further 10, 4 points back to our Dala Hiri Star Racing. So there we go. Round 1 of 5 of this open wheel sprint is done. Ultimately, should I continue with this, we'd look to get into the top, but I'll have to wait and see. I might see how the schedule ultimately goes with F1 2018 coming out in just 12 days time. But yes, ultimately he's given the results, and all the same people from a year ago, they're still in there. So there we go. Jackie Archer is happy, but out driving the car. The car's actually okay. The drivers have level points as well. We have improved our income by 197,000. We don't need investment at the moment, which I'd have to pay for as well. So, but one thing that's missing from this game is interviews. Although they got supply network. Collect assets, which I don't get. How is that part of the thing? But we're going to start in Europe anyway. We're going to pit the London Grand Cruise, and then there we go. Staff integration. One famous available acquired. Do we really need a famous engineer? Well, we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep that for another episode. The HQ part is complete. Thank you, BT Builder. At you name it, we build it. Do they really need a Twitter? Do they really need to know their Twitter? Hashtag, do you ask your builder, if you've got a plumber or builder or electrician or somebody like that, do you ask them, oh, what's your Twitter handle? No, you don't. So there we go. We've got access to some other stuff. Should I continue with the second episode? What should I upgrade next to the HQ? Brakes facility or stuff like that, or do the gym or whatever. Let me know in the comments below what you would upgrade. But that's it for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. See more, potentially more Motorsport Manager videos, depending on if I can schedule it in. But until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.